Welcome to Lattes and Lattes, the podcast where we blend the world of law and business with a warm cup of information and common sense. I'm your host, Sidney Wheelan, attorney, real estate investor, and business owner. Each week, we'll be your go-to source for legal insights, business advice, and so much more. Whether you're a seasoned professional, an ambitious entrepreneur, or simply someone seeking guidance, we'll have you covered. From navigating the legal landscape to empowering you with valuable business strategies, we'll explore the legal side of life and enjoy a virtual latte along the way. So, grab your favorite latte, get comfortable, and let's dive into Lattes and Lattes. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Lattes and Lattes. I'm your host, Sidney Wheelan. This podcast is sponsored by the Wheelan Law Firm of Moberly, Missouri, your go-to source for legal issues encountered by your family and your business. I don't know about you, but I always feel a certain excitement as we enter the fall season. The crisp, cool days, the turning leaves, football games, and bonfires. And let's not forget the opportunity to get out the sweaters and boots as the weather signals a change in a new season of holiday readiness. And as exciting as all of that is, there's another topic that's on the minds of many of us as we roll into the last few months of the year. The fourth quarter push. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a professional, or a student, the final quarter of the year is often the most critical. It's crunch time, where we focus, refocus, and give that last big push to finish strong. In this episode, we'll explore the key strategies you can implement to maximize your efforts in the fourth quarter, avoid burnout, and make sure you hit those year-end goals. So, let's jump right in. First, let's reflect on the year so far. Before we talk about what to do for the next 3 months, it's important to take a moment to reflect on the first 9. No matter how the year has gone for you, reflection is essential for clarity. Ask yourself these questions. What were my goals at the beginning of the year? What progress have I made toward them? What unexpected challenges did I face? And what worked well and what didn't? By reflecting on these questions, you get a clearer understanding of where you stand today. Sometimes the year doesn't go as planned, but by acknowledging that, it will help you refocus for the final stretch. Now, let's talk about how to assess and prioritize what matters most in quarter 4. After reflection, it's time to prioritize. At this point, we can't do everything. You'll need to look at your goals and identify the most critical ones. What are your top 3 goals for the remainder of the year? Notice I didn't say 5 or 10 goals, just 3. This isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. What are the key things that will have the biggest impact on your business, career, or personal life before the year ends? When you focus on the essential goals, you maximize your impact. Here's a quick exercise for you. Write down every goal you're still holding on to. Rank them by importance and impact on your future. Eliminate or push aside anything that's not in the top 3. Once you have those top 3 goals, you can make them your North Star for the rest of the year. Every decision, every task should be driven by the question, does this help me achieve one of my top 3 goals? If the answer is no, it's time to reconsider. Once you've prioritized, it's time to create a realistic plan for success. We often get overwhelmed by the sheer amount of work left to do, but a clear plan makes it manageable. Break those big goals into smaller milestones, and then break those milestones into weekly or even daily actions. This way, you're not just racing to December 31st. You're taking measured, consistent steps to get there. Consider the following for your plan. Set deadlines, time-bound milestones to help you stay on track. Accountability. Share your goals with someone. That could be a mentor, a colleague, or a friend who can keep you accountable. Flexibility. As we know, life happens, and plans may still need to shift. Build in room for adjustment so that one setback doesn't derail your entire quarter. A well-crafted plan gives you the structure you need to execute, but also keeps things flexible enough to handle surprises. Now, let's talk about energy management. This is a big one for me, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. One of the biggest challenges in quarter 4 is burnout. As you push hard to finish the year strong, it's easy to overextend yourself and end up exhausted. But here's the thing. You can't pour from an empty cup. If you're running on fumes, your work quality and well-being will suffer. So, how do you stay energized during the final stretch? Here are some practical tips. Set boundaries. Be mindful of how much you take on and say no to distractions. Some of us, I will admit, need practice on this one. So, it's okay to rehearse to yourself what to say to those important people in your life when you are just too overcommitted to attend just one more event. Next, schedule breaks. Rest is productivity's best friend. Build recovery time into your schedule, whether it's a daily walk, a weekend off, or a short vacation. Remember, this is not a luxury. It's a necessity to be at your best and to finish the year strong. And above all, celebrate small wins. Many of us have trouble with this one as we just keep on keeping on without acknowledging the wins along the way. Motivation comes from progress. Celebrate each milestone you hit so that no matter how small, it reminds you that you're moving forward. Check in with your mental health as well. Q4 can be stressful. Make sure that you're checking in with yourself and, if needed, seek support. If necessary, review the earlier steps. Rinse and repeat. By managing your energy well, you can maintain the stamina needed to finish strong without burning out. My next suggestion is to embrace adaptability. One thing that's inevitable during the fourth quarter, or really any quarter, is the unexpected. Projects may take longer than you anticipated, priorities may shift, or new opportunities might emerge. Staying flexible and adaptable is the key to surviving these changes. Here's how you can embrace adaptability while staying focused. Stay solution-oriented. When problems arise, don't dwell on them. Focus on finding solutions and moving forward. If you're interested in learning more about this, check out the book Relentless Solution Focus by Dr. Jason Selk. Be open to pivoting. Sometimes the best opportunities arise from a change in direction. Stay open to recalibrating your goals if a better path emerges. And learn from your setbacks. If things don't go according to plan, don't let it discourage you. Learn from it and keep going. Remember, success in the fourth quarter doesn't always come from sticking rigidly to the plan. It often comes from staying focused on your core goals while being adaptable enough to respond to new information and opportunities. And then last but not least, visualize success. Finally, as we head into the home stretch, take a moment to visualize what success looks like for you. How will it feel on December 31st when you've hit your top 3 goals? What will it mean for your business, your career, or your personal life? This visualization isn't just a mental exercise. It's a powerful motivator. When you see the finish line and what's waiting for you on the other side, it becomes easier to push through the challenges and keep going, even when it gets tough. Keep that vision in your mind as you take each step forward. All right, everyone, that's all for today's episode on the fourth quarter push. We've talked about reflecting on the year, prioritizing what matters most, making a clear plan, managing your energy, staying adaptable, and visualizing your success. Now, it's time for you to take action and make the most of the final quarter. Remember, it's not about how you start the year, but how you finish it. You've got 3 months to make a big impact, so let's make it count. Thanks for tuning in to Lattes and Lattes. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and share this episode with anyone you know who could use a little Q4 motivation. And check out our new Lattes and Lattes podcast pages on Facebook and Instagram. Our goal is to create a space where we can learn from each other and grow together. So we want to hear from you. Share your thoughts and ask questions. We will put all of the links in our show notes. I'm Sidney Wheelan, and I'll see you next time. Until then, stay focused, stay energized, and finish strong. And as always, my friends, grab your favorite latte, hold your loved ones tight, and have a great week.